Scott, this is my debt to income calculator and some of the spreadsheets that I've created for my clients. You'll see that this is actually one of my past ones. But my clients, they can put in whatever number they want, and this allows them to be able to understand exactly how much house that they can actually have. So what I do before I find that I send this to my clients, I actually prepare it quite well. So and this is all stuff that can be off of their credit report. If it says $280 per month and they have another car payment of $200 and a Visa payment of $205 or whatever it would be, and whatever their income is, let's say they're making $2,500, they could easily afford a $200,000 house. I'll get to why the interest rate is so high right now. We've discussed it a little bit earlier, but mostly just because there's no private mortgage insurance. This really allows them to understand what all their debts are, how they affect their debt to income calculator, how much income we're going to calculate. They can put in the size of house that they want. It allows them automatically to see what their principal and interest payment is, their real estate taxes, hazard insurance. So what we were looking for is people that typically are our target market for Taylorsville and West Jordan. They're currently paying $1,400 in rent, so they could actually own a $200,000 house for $1,453. It's $253 more than they're currently paying. And the biggest killer for these mortgage products is this right here, the reserves that they have to have. And what we can do is we can utilize their tax returns. They don't have to have any seasoning, and they're right on there. This is a fun little calculator that, let's say that they were currently renting a house for $200,000 value of a house. If they're paying, let's say they're paying $1,215, because that's an apartment complex that we're targeting right now, for a $200,000 house can buy even more real estate and more house than they're currently living in right now. But I mean, it's kind of a bunch up here from $1,453 versus $1,215. What I do is I take, say, if it's a $200,000 house and you have 6.875%, your principal that you're going to pay is $168. Your estimated appreciation at, let's say, 3%, or you can put in any number there is, it's $463, and estimated tax savings is $100. That's really low, but it's very easy for them to understand that the overall picture is $723, so it's $491 more to rent than it is to own straight out. I absolutely love this the most. Let's say the house value is $200,000 and their loan amount is $200,000. Their appreciation is, let's say, 2.5%. They can put any number they want in there. Of course, the principal paid is $168, but the appreciation is $416, and these grow every single month, so they can go down right here. I've created the other calculators to see exactly when they're going to have 20% equity in the property. And you can see right here, this is a percentage of equity. So they're going to, under this scenario, they're going to have to actually own the house for 59 months before they can drop the private mortgage insurance. I've created this calculator that it depends on the client if I share it with them. There's three major products for first-time home buyers that we typically have available for us. If they put 3% down, if they put 5% or $500 down, and if they do my community is absolutely nothing down, but it's not nearly as advantageous as this other one. So these are today's rates with one lender that I'm hooked up with. They can do a 6.2%, but unfortunately do have private mortgage insurance, and so the overall payment is $1144. Or they can do this one. These products are almost identical for the Flex 100 at 25% and Flex 100 at 35%. Very similar. They can drop the insurance. So if they did walk in with a substantial amount of equity, this product would be, either one of these products would be very advantageous. If they're walking into pretty much fair market value, you can see that the interest rate is much higher, but the private mortgage insurance is not there, and so the loan amount, the monthly payment is much smaller. So this is what we have right here, and I'll send this to you just in case you want to review it. But this equity train I've built up quite nice, and so there's a lot of calculations that we have right here. Once again, thanks for your input today, and I will look forward to reading that book, and I'm actually going to get it today. So thank you much, and I'll talk to you soon.